Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the AFC North lately, you know that things are heating up. And no, it's not just about the upcoming draft or the offseason moves. We're talking about a shift that could redefine the division and, more importantly, how the Cleveland Browns approach their season. Yes, I'm talking about what Myles Garrett recently said and how it's resonating throughout Berea and beyond. You see, Garrett, the star pass rusher for the Browns, isn't just a guy who can rush the quarterback and rack up sacks. He's also a leader who's unafraid to speak his mind. And in a league where the bravest voices are often the ones that shape the future, Garrett's words carry weight. Recently, Garrett made it clear that he's not just happy with the team's recent rallying cry, but he's also willing to shoot straight, giving fans and teammates an honest perspective. What's interesting is how he's not just mouthing off for the sake of it. No, Garrett's words are backed up by his attitude on the field, his work ethic, and his desire to see the Browns not just compete but dominate. And let's be honest, that's exactly what Cleveland needs. After a few tough seasons, inconsistent quarterback play, and some question marks on the offensive line, Garrett's leadership might be exactly what this team needs to push over the edge. So what did Garrett actually say? Well, he's glad that the Browns rallied around his tough talk on the offense. That's right. Garrett, usually known for his ferocity on defense, has been vocal about the team's offensive struggles and how the players have responded. It's a sign that even the most intimidating defenders in the league are willing to rally around the team's overall success. And that's a big deal. Because in Cleveland, we've seen teams fall apart when leadership isn't clear or when players aren't unified. But this year, Garrett's message seems to be resonating, and the team is feeding off that energy. What's even more notable about Garrett's stance is how he's not just talking about individual performances, but about the collective effort needed to elevate this team. When you're a recent NFL Defensive Player of the Year, you don't just rest on your laurels. You want to see that same mentality reflected across the roster. And Garrett's comments show he's serious about demanding accountability, both on and off the field. That kind of leadership can be contagious, especially when you have a core group of players like him setting the tone. Now, the question many Browns fans are asking is, how does this translate to the upcoming season? Well, Garrett's leadership, combined with the team's rallying around his message, suggests that Cleveland is entering a pivotal phase. They're not just hoping to improve, they're aiming for a significant leap forward. And considering the talent they have, especially on defense, that's not just wishful thinking. Garrett himself has been a force to be reckoned with, consistently putting up double-digit sacks in recent seasons, and proving that he's one of the most disruptive defenders in the league. His ability to shoot the gap and pressure quarterbacks is unmatched, and now, with this added leadership role, he's pushing the entire team to elevate their game. But it's not just about Garrett. The Browns, as a franchise, have been on an upward trajectory. They've made smart moves in recent years, drafted well, and started to build that winning mentality that Cleveland fans have been craving for decades. The addition of a player like Garrett, who combines elite talent with leadership qualities, is a massive boost. It's like having a cornerstone around which the entire defense can rally. And in today's NFL, where pass rushers can make or break a game, Garrett's influence could be the difference maker in close contests. Another aspect worth mentioning is how Garrett's words and attitude are impacting the culture of the team. Cleveland has historically been a team that struggled with consistency, but the past couple of seasons have shown signs of a turnaround. Under the current coaching staff, especially with new coordinators and a focus on a more aggressive defense, Garrett is at the forefront of that change. When a player of his caliber takes a stand and rallies the squad, it sends a message that this team is serious about winning, about making a statement. And it's not just talk. Garrett's performances on the field back up that leadership. His ability to shoot the gaps, get to the quarterback, and disrupt offenses is well documented. Thinking about the upcoming season, Browns fans are naturally optimistic. The roster is shaping up nicely, especially on defense where Garrett leads the charge. But what makes this year different is that the team seems more unified than ever. Garrett's tough talk was a wake-up call, but it's also a rallying cry. It's a reminder that Cleveland isn't just a team that hopes for the best. They're a team that's ready to take control, to dominate, and to leave rivals in the dust. The AFC North has always been one of the toughest divisions, with teams like the Ravens and the Steelers constantly in the mix. But with Garrett's leadership and the team's renewed focus, Cleveland might just be the team to beat this year. And let's not forget the importance of that offensive rallying cry that Garrett mentioned. The offense has been a work in progress, with flashes of brilliance but also moments of inconsistency. Having a leader like Garrett, who is vocal about the team's needs and expectations, can help motivate the entire squad to elevate their game. Whether it's the quarterback, the offensive line, or skill position players, everyone is feeling the heat now. And that's exactly what Cleveland needs, a team that's hungry and ready to fight for every inch on the field. Now, I want to tell you a little bit more about the context here. Garrett, being a future Hall of Famer in the making, understands what it takes to succeed at the highest level. He's seen the greats, learned from the best, and now he's applying that knowledge to push his team forward. His words might seem tough, but they're rooted in a deep desire to win, to bring a championship back to Cleveland. The Browns have been close before, but this time, with Garrett's leadership, they seem more determined than ever. And it's not just talk. Look at his stats, his consistency, and the way he commands the defense. That's the kind of player who can inspire a team to greatness. Now, folks, if you've been a Browns fan for a while, you know that leadership like this can be a catalyst. When players like Garrett take ownership and set the tone, it filters down through the entire roster. The offense, which has had its struggles, is now rallying around this newfound energy. The coaching staff is also emphasizing the importance of mental toughness and accountability, which Garrett embodies perfectly. All of this points to a Cleveland Browns team that's not just aiming to be good, they want to be great. And with Garrett leading the charge, the sky's the limit. So what's next? Well, as the season approaches, all eyes will be on Cleveland, especially on Garrett and his teammates. The AFC North will be fiercely competitive, but if Garrett's words and leadership continue to inspire the team, the Browns could be poised for a breakout year. The division rivals will have to contend not only with Cleveland's talent, but also with the renewed confidence and unity that Garrett's leadership has sparked. It's an exciting time for Browns fans, and honestly, it's hard not to feel optimistic when you see a player like Garrett stepping up and taking charge. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe Garrett's leadership can be the spark that propels Cleveland to new heights? Are you confident that the offense will improve enough to complement the dominant defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. There's plenty more coming your way. Whether it's on the field, in the locker room, or in the front office, Cleveland is buzzing with energy, and Garrett's words are just the beginning of what could be an incredible season. Thanks for being with us, Browns fans.